Bitcoin is pumping hard and we're approaching the $100,000 mark everyone is talking about since the last cycle. Now the question is, will we hit this target today or in the next days, and what will happen afterwards? So Bitcoin is pumping as we speak. We hit today a top of $93,483 for one magic internet coin. It's been a crazy couple of days since Donald Trump has become president-elect, and all of the markets are pumping like crazy. Crypto as well as stock markets. We will see more rate cuts. We will see more money printing. All of this is hyper bullish, at least for the next couple of months, maybe for the whole remainder of 2025. That will uncover itself over time. Now the question is, for the immediate short term, are we overheated yet, or are we able to pump till the 100K mark within a very short amount of time, similar to these crazy candles for the last days? And I do have to say, looking at it, it's very possible also when looking at stuff like the funding rates. As you can see here, the funding rates for Bitcoin are not too overheated. We have 0.02% from Binance, 0.03% from OKEx, etc. Compared to some altcoins like Pepe, which pumped like crazy today, where we have like 0.3%, 0.08%, 0.09%, etc. When some altcoins hit funding rates like 0.2, 0.3, 0.5%, this is where a flush is inevitable. But this is not the case here for Bitcoin, as you can see. Percentage-wise, a pump to 100K is a mere 8%, which is basically nothing in terms of crypto pumps. Then the next thing we should look at is our beloved Fibonacci indicator. And as you can see here, we are approaching the 1.618 mark really fast. This is sitting as $94,683 right now. We could, of course, see a little wick above, which is then the $100 mark, or actually nearly the 1.786. There at the latest, I am expecting a flush or a little correction, or actually more of a consolidation, meaning something like this, for example. How low could we go with this move? Let's see with the Fibonacci tool as well. If we say that we will pump till 100K, we could look at a first target for a correction or consolidation here at the $86,000 mark. I do not think that we'll go much lower than that, maybe with a little wick, but either way, it's looking so bullish. What's interesting to me from a psychological standpoint is that it might be possible that we tease the $100,000 mark and then get the correction for like 1 week maybe, and then blast through it. Bitcoin really likes to do these things to freak people out and throw some people out of their positions. What I would really like to compare as well is the cycle structure of last cycle. So let me drag over the price action of last cycle first. Align that really nicely here. And then we can have a little indication of where we are in the cycle time-wise. As you can see here, actually this structure is so similar. This is the time where we consolidated at the old all-time high back then. This looks so similar. As you can see here, the structure blasted through, and there we had the first consolidation before we moved higher. And actually I'm expecting something like this here as well. And as you can see, this would perfectly align. So maybe, as I told you, we are consolidating pretty much below the $100,000 mark for like a week and then blast through. Of course, we could also pump above the $100,000 mark. Everyone expects us to blast through directly to 120,000 or something like that. And then we consolidate above or at the $100,000 mark as well. This is, of course, also possible. Now, as we have the last cycle's price action, or better to say, the timing here at hand, this also would mean, this is just a hypothesis, that we will top out with a first top in March and maybe have a second top or blow off top, could be below the first top as well, was like that in the prior cycles. Only in this case here, last cycle, we've had actually a, well, higher blow off top, which is quite unusual. And this would be around October 2025. Either way, the remainder of this year is bullish. Next year is mainly bullish as well, as it seems right now. And these are beautiful times to be in crypto, of course. On this channel, we are preparing for this for the last year. I already told you in April to May that we will have a summer pause, that nothing basically will happen till end of 2024, and that we can start to expect some price action at the end of September, which is right here. And as you can see, this was the time where we established the base for this run up we're having right now. October was a little flat because we were waiting for the presidential election of the US. And then with the win of Donald Trump, who himself is a little bit of a crypto aficionado, launched multiple NFT collections. And now with him is Elon Musk, who pumped Doge last cycle and now is even part of the government because he's now the chief of the Department of Government Efficiency, short Doge. So of course, Doge is pumping, and I actually already made a video about it yesterday. Check it out here. It's very important, because Doge will continue to pump. I'm pretty sure of this. But not only that, other meme coins, OG meme coins, I should say, are pumping as well. Similar to Doge, or even better at this moment, Pepe is going crazy with a 50% plus just today. And measured here from this mid-range, this is already a 140% gain. Then we also have Doc with Hat looking pretty nicely. Then Turbo, in my opinion, is coiling up for the next move. I will make a dedicated video about it, and so on and so forth. A lot of projects are looking so bullish right now. Why did I just show you multiple meme coins? Well, because this cycle, the big thing is meme coins 2.0, or you could better say culture coins. These are basically the NFTs of this cycle. And therefore, if you like them or not, doesn't matter. They will probably perform very, very well. Now, altcoins are already looking good, but the point in time when they will really, really go crazy is when Bitcoin takes a breather. And this is in these times of consolidation, because then capital will rotate over in altcoins and make them fly even more. And this is the point when the real alt season is there. And as I said multiple times, this is also the point when the Bitcoin dominance will start to go down only. Also, in having a look here at the altcoin season index, you can see that we are barely moving up. We're really, really down here at Bitcoin season, which means it's still a very good time to buy altcoins. So when looking at this index, it's not a good time to buy altcoins when we are really, really up here at the altcoin season marker or above in the red zone. This is when things are starting to get real heated. And now at times where we are here at the bottom, Bitcoin season, there we can still accumulate altcoins for cheap, relatively cheap. Of course, the best point in time to accumulate altcoins was during the last months when everything was cheap and nobody was looking at crypto. Meaning most of the people, not people like us. By the way, make sure to follow me here over on X. My name is philprince_11. I am posting charts and crypto wisdom all the time here. Don't miss it out. And also, very importantly, join my free Telegram group. The link is down below. There are very smart people in there, so join the discussion. You can definitely learn a lot from them. Now let's have another look at the chart and really swiftly talk about where we could top out. I know it's still early, but still, let's take a look. So if we take a look at this fractal, this would mean we will top out at $213,000 per Bitcoin. Do I think this is possible? I don't know. Normally we have diminishing returns over time from cycle to cycle. So now, without looking at the extent of this fractal, just looking at the time periods here, let me tell you, I think a top of $140,000 is pretty likely. And at the absolute upper end, I would look at $180,000, But this is like a very, very, very good scenario. But of course, if we now should actually completely, fully follow this fractal here and go to 140,000 until the beginning of December, then we actually have to think about where we could top out, because I would be very surprised about the cycle ending right here in December. Or let me put it this way. If we continue to rise this quickly, and we should see higher prices than $180,000 per Bitcoin, then this would mean a first, because this would show us that we don't have diminishing returns, but rather the price targets are increasing again. So it's of course too early to tell, but let's entertain the idea. Because if you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail. And as you don't want this to happen to you, subscribe now and don't miss any of my future videos. Till next time, goodbye.